What if I told you that everything you want in life, every goal, every dream, every ounce of success is not just within reach, but already in your hands? The key to unlocking it. Imagine if you could master the one thing that separates the successful from the average, the one quality that determines whether your dreams will come true or remain just that. Dreams. What if you could control your impulses, delay gratification, and stay laser focused on your goals, no matter what life throws at you? That quality is discipline. Yes, the one thing we often dread is, in fact, the secret ingredient to achieving everything we desire. Today, we dive into The Power of Discipline by Daniel Walter, a book that challenges the way we think about success, perseverance, and most importantly, self-control. Consider for a moment how much easier life would be if we could resist that temptation to procrastinate, if we could stay on track even when the world seems determined to distract us. What would that kind of control do for you? For your career? For your relationships? For your peace of mind? Discipline isn't some abstract ideal or something reserved for elite athletes or high achievers. It's a skill, one that you can learn, train, and improve every day. Walter lays out a powerful argument. Success is not about talent, intelligence, or luck. It's about consistent, disciplined action. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't how smart they are or how much money they have. It's how well they can harness self-control and push through discomfort to achieve their goals. The best part? You don't have to be born with this ability. You can build it. Let's break it down. At the core of The Power of Discipline is the idea that self-control is like a muscle. It gets stronger with use. Every time you make a disciplined choice, you're reinforcing your ability to make the next disciplined choice. Walter talks about something called micro-decisions. These are the tiny, often overlooked choices we make throughout the day that shape our future. Whether to hit snooze or get up, whether to reach for that donut or stick to your diet, whether to procrastinate or get started on that important project. The power of micro-decisions is that each one builds momentum. Every time you choose discipline, you cast a vote for the person you want to become. Here's where it gets practical. Want to train that discipline muscle? Start with something small. Walter suggests picking a minor habit, like waking up just 10 minutes earlier than usual or cutting out one unhealthy snack per day. The key is consistency, not intensity. By setting small, manageable goals, you set yourself up for success. It's about gradual improvement, 1% better every day. Over time, that compounds into major transformation. Think about how successful people operate. They don't just wake up one day and run a marathon or build a multi-million-dollar business. They make small, disciplined decisions every single day. Take Steve Jobs, for example. One of the reasons Apple became a global powerhouse wasn't just because of Jobs' vision, but because of his relentless focus and discipline. He cut out distractions, simplified his wardrobe, and created an environment where he could channel all his energy into what truly mattered. And that brings us to another key insight from the book. Environment matters. If you're serious about developing discipline, your environment has to support your goals. If you want to focus more, eliminate distractions. Set up your workspace for success. That might mean clearing your desk of clutter, putting your phone on airplane mode, or scheduling time blocks where you focus on one task and one task only. As Walter explains, discipline is much easier to maintain when you're not constantly fighting temptation. If your phone is out of sight, you're less likely to pick it up. If healthy snacks are more accessible than junk food, you'll make better choices. Design your environment to make discipline the path of least resistance. But what happens when you're in a situation you can't control? This is where the concept of deliberate discomfort comes into play. Walter argues that the more we expose ourselves to controlled, deliberate discomfort, the more resilient we become. If you're used to being uncomfortable, whether that's through physical challenges like exercise or mental ones, like tackling a tough project, you're less likely to shy away from discomfort in the future. It's all about building that mental toughness. Start small. Take cold showers. Push yourself to do that workout, even when you don't feel like it. These small acts of deliberate discomfort make you stronger, more resilient, and more disciplined over time. Now, how does all of this translate into real life for entrepreneurs and business owners? Let's talk about implementation. First, schedule your priorities, not your distractions. Too often, we let the demands of the day hijack our focus. Walter advises that the first step in cultivating discipline is to protect your time. Start each day by identifying the most important task, the one thing that will move you closer to your long-term goals, and tackle that first before emails, social media, or meetings distract you. Discipline is about doing the hard thing first. If you commit to completing one high-impact task each day, you'll build the momentum needed to stay on track. Second, measure progress, not perfection. It's easy to get discouraged if you expect perfection. Discipline isn't about never slipping up, it's about bouncing back when you do. Walter teaches us to track progress and celebrate small wins. Let's say you set a goal to read for 30 minutes a day. Maybe you only manage 20 minutes. That's still a win. Progress is progress. And by focusing on small victories, you reinforce the habit of showing up consistently. Over time, these small wins compound into major achievements. And finally, create systems, not just goals. It's one thing to set a goal. It's another to create a system that ensures you reach it. If your goal is to write a book, don't focus solely on the end result. Instead, develop a system where you write for 30 minutes every morning. Systems are the backbone of discipline because they take the pressure off willpower. When you have a system in place, you're more likely to stay consistent because you've built the discipline into your daily routine. Now, here's my personal reflection on the book. Walter's message about ownership really hit home for me. We often give away our power by blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck for our lack of progress. But this book reminded me that discipline is about taking full ownership of our actions, habits, and ultimately our lives. Yes, life is unpredictable, and yes, we face challenges. But the one thing we can always control is how we respond. Discipline is about showing up for yourself, even when the odds are against you. And that, I believe, is the most empowering realization of all. So here's your challenge. Pick one small habit today. Just one. Maybe it's setting your alarm 15 minutes earlier, or maybe it's committing to 10 minutes of undistracted focus on a project. Whatever it is, make the decision today to start building that discipline muscle. Because in the end, it's not about huge leaps. It's about small, consistent steps that get you closer to your vision. As we wrap up, I hope you take these insights from the power of discipline and start applying them in your own life. Remember, discipline isn't a punishment, it's a gift. It's the tool that allows you to craft the life you truly want. And as you begin to strengthen that self-control, you'll find that what once felt impossible becomes second nature. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into life-changing books. And remember, keep books over mind.